Informal settlement in general have main components: the area, site, population, function, situation, and shape. These are the, the components that make each settlement have its own identity.
Khairallah is one of the informal settlements in Cairo that was built by the effort of its inhabitants. It came in the mid of 70s when people moved from the rural areas to the city in Cairo, aiming better life and work opportunities. Khairallah located beside a high plateau divided between four districts: Masr al-Qadima, Dar es-Salam, Al-Basatin, and Al-Khalifa. And now let's understand the definition of the informal settlements in general. It refers to the residential areas that lacks the basic services and infrastructure. They found themselves unsheltered, so they tried to find any way or any place to become sheltered to them. However, the condition of this place is low. Applying this definition to our case, there are people suffered years ago from lack of sanitation and low infrastructure until they found the place they immigrate to it to become their home and land.
Kerala faces a lot of the serious issues, mainly the lack of public services. For example, there is only one school in the area, while with the amount of the kids living there needs at least 18 similar sized schools. Also, there is no health care services, law enforcement services, nor fire station besides the low infrastructure.
This leaves the Khairala inhabitants go to the neighboring areas to find those services, but it's so difficult to them to reach to those areas, especially after building the ring road in the 90s, which splits the Khairala Esba into two splits, leaving the few existing public services concentrated on one side. And from that point, government and residents have been trying to figure out a way to make it easier for the community residents to access both sides. Khairallah Azba is an urban informal settlement for many reasons. Mainly, the Azba is located in the city of Cairo, and it have a high population. The typology according to the process of this informal settlement is inserting, since the inhabitants of it came to abandoned land years ago and built it by their own. And according to the morphological entrance, it's a district informal settlement, so it's a huge famous slums have grown to become a large mixed-use districts.
لو حصل حرايق وحبت عربيه مطافي تخش المنطقه، صعب جدا ان هي تخش، عشان تخش تاخد لها اقل حاجه حوالي ساعه.
ممكن اخد لي ساعه، ساعه ونص عقبال ما انزل لاي مستشفى. اقرب مستشفى هنا اللي هي هرمط المبرة.
مدارس اعدادي في عزبة خيرالله، ما فيش مدارس ثانوي، هي مدرسه ابتدائي موجوده واحده. البنات بتروح اخر الدنيا والشباب بيروحوا اخر الدنيا عشان يخشوا ثانوي او يخشوا اعدادي.
We have various interventions in this informal settlement. First, physically, such as the project of improving the tunnel of Omar ibn al-Khattab to make the residents able to transport from the Azba.
Second, we have the project of improving the Khairallah settlement by the government by improving the infrastructure and building conditions and provide them with a gas line, which made the inhabitants of the Isba satisfied of their own home.
Also, we have spatial interventions. The famous franchise we all know, McDonald's, in cooperation with Khair and Baraka Association, they made an effective difference to the inhabitants by building schools and educational facilities to them. Thank you for listening. I hope you find our video beneficial and interesting.